Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal R&D program, where we're probably not going to space this episode, but we do have some testing that needs to be done. So, first things first, I want to test without our launcher, so I'm going to remove the launcher for the time being. I'm going to make sure to save it right now, and then I'm going to launch it without the launcher, and I'm not going to save it. So that way, hopefully, we can get ourselves some fancy testing done while still being able to get that back. Okay, so obviously we're sitting pretty high up because this thing is very light. Do we have thrust to weight? Technically we don't, because we decouple at the wrong time. Yeah, this thing actually could fly on Kerbin. That's the word I'm looking for. Now, do these automatically kill themselves when they explode? When they expand? They don't appear to. We should have the brakes on. Okay, that seems pretty decent. Now, this guy here should be set to SAS only for right now. We don't seem to have steering enabled on any of our wheels. Okay, that is inverted. That's not a big deal though. Okay, our motor direction is inverted as well. There we go. Okay, that seems pretty good then. Yeah. How's it handle braking? That's really solid. I like it. Of course, that's just bare scaffolding, but let's just go ahead and revert that back to the vehicle assembly, and let's see what it would take to actually slot in some of the container modules that we want to bring, as well as whether it will actually destroy them when we fire it. So let's, for the time being, let's go ahead and put in like a, how big is a T800? A little on the large side. Because I was thinking we would have it be, I mean, it won't be pretty. We technically could just do that. But I would want it in mirror symmetry. And then we'd have it be essentially like that. Yeah, that's really not pretty. Realistically, I would want to use the move tool and have it like up here, positioned in like that, and then that would be like a fuel module, so it could store up to 2 T800s. Now we would not want to transport them full. We would absolutely, come on, give me the place tool. We would absolutely want them to be empty before we transported them. But I'm going to I'm not going to save this. This is purely a test run. I want to see if firing our sky crane has an effect on this. Do we need to widen our sky crane? We very well might. I just saved it. I'm an idiot. Oh well. It's fine. We have the generic version of the heavy launcher that we made, so we should be just fine. So let's go ahead and fire up our engines. I don't want us to take off, so what kind of thrust to weight do we have? Oh yeah, we've got this decoupler issue. We've got a thrust to weight of 1.17, so as long as we're down here, we shouldn't be really having any issues. We did want this to be on SAS only. And let's go ahead and fire these engines and see if we get overheating on our fuel tanks. Okay, let's try this again. That is surprisingly resilient. Also loud. I'm gonna definitely go with loud. But I mean, realistically, we wouldn't have this guy, and he's probably gonna come back and hit us. But, yeah. I mean, there he goes. That worked shockingly well. The next question, of course, is can we get fuel in and out of this? Are we going to have to run fuel lines to the docking ports? Well, let's find out. I'm just going to go ahead and park this guy. And actually, we need to turn off brakes here. And we're going to park him down over here. Nope, not that direction. We're going to go ahead and turn on inverted steering in the front. We are drifting a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and come over here and put on the brakes. And extend the solar panels before we run out of battery. There we go. And now let's head back to the Space Center, and we're going to launch another one of these and dock them up. But this one is going to have full fuel in those tanks, because I want to know if we need to run fuel lines. If we need to run fuel lines, that's fine, but I don't want to do it if we don't have to. So let's just test it. So we're going to have liquid fuel and oxidizer in both tanks for right now. And let's go ahead and fix this right now. Go ahead and enable inverted steering over here. Excellent. And invert our motor direction while we're in here as well. Okay. No point in not saving it at this point. And of course, this isn't a generic module anymore. This is a fuel module, but that's fine. The other question that I have... Well, actually, no. That's not a question. Let's just, That's a lot of drift that we've got going on there. What's going on here? It's like hobbling sideways. What is it doing? It has a life of its own. We've given life to it. I'm so confused. What is happening here? The other one wasn't doing this. Is it just to do with the weight? I'm really confused. Well, let's head down here. See if we can dock up with this monster. Actually, no. I'm going to revert this to launch and see if it fixes itself. This is insane. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, come on. That's much better. Oh, there it goes. These back ones. Do we have a motor directionality issue? I have no idea what's going on with that. But we're going to come down here nonetheless. Okay. That's, shocking that nothing blew up. Let's try this one more time and see if it is a motor directionality issue. It seems like it doesn't start until we get going, but maybe we need like SAS on, maybe in SAS only mode. Yeah, see, it's not doing it yet. We are drifting sideways, though, even with the brakes on. You see that? 0.1 meters per second. And it's starting to twitch a little bit. There's definitely something going on here. And I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Now, realistically, we're not going to be moving one of these things around full, probably, right? But we need to brake. What is going on with these? They're just twitching all over the place. Let's revert that back to vehicle assembly and see if we can track this down. I don't know what's happening here. Like, maybe if we just cut this in half? Maybe it's a weight thing. If that's the case, we shouldn't be having that issue on Minmus, and we won't have this full unless we're on Minmus. So it shouldn't be an issue. But let's see. It might be like this is colliding with the fuel tank, maybe? Because the fuel tank isn't properly supported? I don't know. Well, let's come on in here. Brakes on. There we go. We'll set this guy as our target. We don't have a particularly good angle here, so we're going to overcorrect. And now come back in. Still not the greatest angle, but it is probably close enough. There we go. Oh my. Can you guys stop? Turn on brakes. Just hold still. Yeah, see, they're drifting too. But I do want to check the fuel flow here. Apparently we can't flow the fuel across. Crossfeed is enabled. So yeah, I think we're going to need fuel tanks. I'm going to go ahead and undock. And we are going to go ahead and recover this guy. And we're going to try this again. However, we're going to do a couple of things differently here. We're also going to recover this. There we go. And let's head into the VAB. And we're going to try a couple of things. First, I want to attach some struts. From here, oh my. That's not going to work. Okay. Don't do it at all. No symmetry. From here to here. And from here to here. Actually, we'll move this slightly over from here to here. It also might be because this strut is going through here. We can remove that and place it just in the back and connect it up like so. And then like so. So something along the lines of that to theoretically give us a little bit more support. I mean, it's still kind of garbage looking. The other thing, of course, is that we would need fuel lines. Leading, ideally, from here to the docking port. Kind of like that. And then from here to the docking port on this side. Kind of like that. And hopefully that is actually connected. And then over here. And over here. That one looks like it didn't quite make it. Let's try it to there. Okay, that is awful looking, and I love it. Let's try this. However, it is pretty much time to put a cut in here, and the last episode was pretty long, so I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode, we'll see if this actually allows the fuel. Hopefully it will. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.